So I already started grinding this side a little bit, but this is what I'm starting with. There we go. So we're gonna show the progress as we go. I'm not sure whether to cabochon this or fasten it. I'll see once I clean it up a little bit on the outside. And I'm using 600 grit and just basically just cleaning the outside a bit. Sorry, I'm videotaping and setting at the same time. I'm doing it by hand to start with. So this is 600 grit, and we'll see what happens. And this is, by the way, is corundum. It's sapphire ruby, and it's natural, all natural, raw, untouched, untreated in any way, unheated, just right out of the earth. So let's see what happens with that. I'm curious to see what I'm gonna find inside the stone. It's already really crystallized, but I would love to see what's inside, so I'll show you it in a bit. Moving a little faster on the 600 grit wheel because I don't want to scratch it too deep, and I want to see if I can take out as much as possible, as quickly as possible, without scratching it too deep. I want to get to the clean part of it. So I'm new at this and I'm learning, so I'm taking my time. I know my disc, I'm wasting a good 600 disc, but that's part of the learning process, right? You know? So this is what I'm at so far. I'm pretty sure I have a lot more to go. I'll see you in a minute. So here I am. I've almost done just cleaning the surface of one side, as you can see. I've done some on the other sides, but not as much as this. This is the first cleaning, so I'm just trying to get all the deep outside inclusions and the dirt out of it. As you can see what I've done here. That's one side. I did a little bit on this side, as you can see, but there's still a lot. You can see that in there, so I have to clean that up. And of course the 6 other sides on the outside. Again, I apologize for the mistakes I'm gonna make. I'm learning by myself. I did not take any classes or anything to do this, and I want to learn, and for some reason no one can leave me comments if they want to give me a comment or help me out or whatever. I'm not sure why on my YouTube channel. However, I'll try to figure that out. In the meantime, let me continue working on this and I'll show you the progress, okay? So here I am. Most of the outside craters and ridges and ditches have been removed, most of them. This is what I'm at now. I have to decide how deep I have to go and what I want to do with the stone. I can see a lot inside now. I can see a lot better. And the outside, as you can see, there's some discoloration there that's, that's not pink. So do I want to go deeper and reveal only the pink? There's even some translucency there. A little bit of opaque as well, but a lot of translucency. Or do I want to just maybe cut down on the edges a little bit, round it up a bit. And by the way, I've done this extremely slow, go a little bit at a time, so that keep it, here we go, keep it as symmetrical as possible. So I'm gonna do a little bit on the 600 grit, a little bit to the next one, because if I go too far, then I have to go, then it won't be as symmetrical and I have to cut a lot out of it. So this is where I'm at now. This is what it looks like here. So I have to think what I'm going to do next. I think I have to clean the surface a little bit more. The top and bottom are very clean from, there's no craters anymore in there, there's no ditches. But the sides, there's quite a bit still. I'm going to go slow until they're mostly gone. And maybe I'll lose the edges as well. Let me show you what I've done here. I've taken out a lot of discoloration and almost, well, all of the ridges actually and the craters. But I have this thing here, this black, I'm not sure what that is. It seems to go right through. I'm not going to take that off yet. I'm actually, you see all the surfaces have been cleaned, no ridges, no craters, nothing. So now, I think I'm going to kind of round up the sharp edges a bit, just a bit, and soften it up. And most of the other colors, the brown and is already gone as well. So it's mostly pink now. So yeah, so I'm gonna see what happens next. I'm gonna soften the edges. So here I have rounded up most of the edges, as you can see, just lightly. But on one side, I am rounding it up a little more. So I'm following the flat part and going all the way around to the top like that. Now I have no idea what that's going to be like yet, but I have a feeling it's going to be interesting. So I know I'm new at this and I don't know what I'm doing. A lot of you are probably screaming, Kovadis, don't do this, Kovadis, don't do that. And I wish I could hear you. I don't know how to turn comments back on my channel. So I'll leave my email somewhere there so you guys probably can help me out with that. Anyway, so this is where we're at now. I've kept the symmetry, geometry of the stone as much as possible. Ended up shrinking a little bit, but not a lot. I mean, I could take out a lot more and clean it up more, but I want to see what it's like as I'm new at this and I'm learning. And I kind of like this. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and continue with that and see what happens. It's becoming extremely difficult for me to hold on to the stone by hand, so I stuck it to a dopstick. I'm using the hard dopstick wax, which keeps popping off most of the time for me. I'm trying to figure out another way to stick the stone onto the dobs, so let me try that now. This is where I am now. I'm done using, I cut everything on a 600 grit disc. I just rounded up and softened the edges a little bit, as you can see what I have here. I still have these little things, inclusions. I could take them out, I don't want to, I like this shape. Now I'm going to move to 1200. I just want you to see. I tried using a dop wax and a dop because holding it by hand was difficult, but that didn't work out, so I had to continue by hand. I'm going to go to 1200 now and then 3000. And hopefully I don't have to take more out. I'm not sure what this is. Looks like some kind of a metal mineral. And I'm going to try to leave that in. And I actually like this. It's very unusual, but I like it. Yeah, I like it a lot. So 1200 and 3000, and then all the sheeting all around, everywhere. And be careful that doesn't jump out of my hand again for the 1000th time. And again, I appreciate you guys' advice, those who know what they're doing more than I do, because I'm just brand new at this. And I'm almost done at 1200, but this is the shape of the stone right here. That's what it looks like. And almost flat, just a bit of a dome on the bottom. And I left some of the inclusions in here, and there's some kind of a metal mineral that I showed you before. The stone, I tried to keep it as much as possible to the original rock that I showed you, and I think I did pretty good. So I'm gonna finish at 1200 and go on to 3000, and I'll entire surface with the 1200 grit. You can see it wasn't so thick. There's a lot of translucency there. I don't know if you can see that, but it is. But it's so thick and big that you can't really onto the 3000. And again, I have to do the entire surface on the 3000 disc, and I'll see you when I'm done. 3000 already started. Have to go all around every surface, and then onto 3000 grit. I changed the disc. I put this poly acrylic polishing disc, and I'm gonna diamond charge it with diamond powder dry. And look at this stone. You can see 3000 all around everywhere, and you can already start to see some translucency, a lot of translucency, even to where the inclusions are even transparent. But it's so big you can't see through it. It's really big. So I'm gonna go ahead and charge my lap with some diamond powder very quickly here. It doesn't need a lot. It's already got some on it. I'm new at this, and I started maybe 3-4 weeks ago, started doing this, and I was using quite a bit, so, and I'm learning as I go. All of this is new to me. There we go. Put that away. And then just gonna make sure that's kind of everywhere as much as possible. Really fine diamond powder here. Sometimes I use the copper polishing, but I want to try this and see how that goes. Sometimes this one seems to work better, sometimes the other one seems to work better. I haven't figured out one. So here we go. And I'm going to start polishing every surface. And make sure that if you're using your hand like I am, the stone doesn't get away from you and break. But it's not going to, but it's done that to me a lot. When the dot wax is not sticking and I'm trying to figure out what else to use. Glue is not working either. I have to use a 2-part epoxy somewhere for it. So this has taken a few hours to get here with this stone. I have to be very, very patient, go really slow so I don't lose the original shape of the stone. I don't want it, so I have to go slow each part until I go down to where it's really clean. And now I'm polishing, and I'll see you when I'm done polishing. I'll show you the stone done. I have a feeling it's going to look fantastic. Look at this. I'm going to go on and polish. It's going to take me a few minutes, maybe 12, 15, 30 minutes, I don't know yet. I'll see you in a bit. Here it is. I finished polishing it, and it looks like it's doesn't look like much, but I have to clean it with a little water and soap, and then I'll some of the powder is stuck on it, but you can see it's very well polished. I may need to do it a little bit more, but there it is. There's the stone. You can see how it's polished. Once it's clean, it's going to look magnificent. And some of the color is starting to seep through, as you can see. Beautiful, beautiful pink. Very, very translucent. Just too bad it's so thick. There's definitely, you can cut this into 2 smaller stones and get 2 great stones out of it, but I want this. This is really nice. Yeah, so let me wash it, clean it up, and I'll show you what it looks like. Here it is. I'm done polishing and cleaned it up. I think I could have done a better job polishing. Maybe I'll go ahead and polish it a little bit more later, but that's where the stone is now. That's what it looks like. You saw the rock, it's raw, completely raw, untreated, unheated corundum, ruby or sapphire. I think this would be classified, because of the color is sort of pinkish. Could be classified as ruby, but I think it would be classified as a sapphire. It is corundum. It's quite large, and this would make an amazing pendant, or maybe a big bracelet, the centerpiece, a quite large bracelet with a centerpiece, or maybe a brooch, many things. It is beautiful. I like it. I don't know how many carats that would be. I have to kind of measure it and see how many carats, but look at that. That is a beautiful stone. And that's the bottom. It's very translucent. As I said, you can see right through it. You can see all the inclusions and everything. Not sure what this mineral here seems very metallic, so I left it there. Left it as natural as possible, and I tried to keep the symmetry of this original stone also as much as possible. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna take some pictures, and if you have any comments, I know you can't leave comments for some reason. I'm trying to fix that. Anybody knows, send me a message, send me an email, and I will work on it right away. Thanks again for watching. Please do like, subscribe, and share. And any comments about this gemstone cutting, please, I would appreciate it, as I am new. I'm learning. This is only my stone number 11. Yeah, see you soon. Bye for now.